He stands at the edge of silence, one arm enveloped in the arbitrary, the other masticated in calculation. His hands are still washed in the same pool, imbrued, wayfaring. This day, sworn in by a dizzying dance of buildings warping from their highest points towards the melting sidewalk, an altar of liquid roses, foam fences, and Texas sun. You can see the nausea build as it contorts the air out of the lungs, birthing a fossil of parallel outcomes. Is this unity? He is dressed in a suit whose coattails scatter across the sidewalk, conjuring phantoms of koi atop a Springs pond. Maroon from one angle, midnight black if you close one eye. The traffic lights don't match. Disembodied voices offer fleeting narratives of blissful speculation. They know not of the parallel diorama they march their untethered feet through. They know not of the expansion they're catalysts of. Flowers twist their stems to face the maroon-suited man. They bow in respect as they mirror his movements. A premeditated contraction of their petals. Roots of trees grow upwards to sew his coattails into their bare branches. Taxis flash all their lights. They're off duty. Flashlights on bikes start to look like headlights, just drunken patterns behind the eyes. Those disembodied voices become clear as day, proselytizing and prophesying. His coattails caught in the mouth of the words falling from the wall. The man raises his arms, countering the twist in his knees. The roots of the trees start to reclaim. The choir roars in verses. The excavation of civilizations, a cartographer's love note passed through thunder. We bang our drum one more time, didactically. His coattails are calling in, dancing with, digging up. His arms reach the corners of the earth, only to feel the walls of a room and the phases of surroundings. He is aware of his mortality, his uniform. The choir is hungry for the matured, a chant for resiliency, for articulation, for intellection. The man unravels, cuticle by cuticle, vein by vein. He grasps the words, "My child of tomorrow, your skin is tanning in the heat of flashlights. Your eyes hollow, allowing siblings to pass right through them. You haven't seen the sun in days." He is wintering. The choir reaches the resolution, each note returning home to build a web that could trap a lion. They rejoice at the foot of still water, a satirical sapphire radiating off his face. The iridescent bubbles fall from his mouth, popping as they kiss the black water. They say to him, "Sweet things are palliative, my nectarine." His sugars and energy paint their lips and satiate them. Do they exist in connectedness? How his skin is recycled, restretched, and reworn. His fibers make up their connectedness. To know a man, you must know his father first. He hangs from a different tree now. The silken knit of everyday life rouse intimacy between strangers. We are shown the wound, our singular connection to the specificity of the universe. Aren't you curious? Symbiosis, synthesize, sandbox. What about the disposition of disposability, the reframing of a non-renewable resource, us? Aren't you curious? I wish our burial shrouds had no pockets. Maybe my second life came too soon. Maybe my winter turned to spring when all I saw were drunken patterns behind my eyes. My winter and spring, increments of life, 2 metronomes at a bar. I count the dots between the hairs on my weathered arms. For so long, I've waited for my gods standing in front of a container store. Maybe my second life is a human-shaped figure. I picked up that gun and realized we have everything we need to build the world we want to live in. I listened closely to blind faith and strange charm. I pressed my fingers to my lips to make the man in the photograph smile. A man at the edge of silence, finding slowness in the elsewhere of ethics, the meeting of one's embodiment. My body is limp no more. I'm echoing. My fingers unbind from that crimson abyss, different fish in the koi pond. My color returns. My bones snapping back into the place in the frequency of awakening and the percussiveness of wholeness. But I'm quiet. The multiplicity of singularity, the varying distances of love, all mapped out in bullet holes. Blood falls into my mouth, my own nectarines. I flit and formulate past the horizon of dreams, vexing at the edge of so much unseen. My feet composing polyrhythms like mating calls for robots in the jungle. I'm free. I project and engulf. I'm thrown from curb to curb, tracing patterns, the ones behind my eyes. The throes of intellect dance my body in the rhythms of today, the silk and knit of everyday life playing me like a theremin. I'm alive. I think about God in a container store. I found one in me who left the confinement of that bloody Polaroid. From in memory to in movement. I picked up that gun and realized I have everything I need to build the world I want to live in. Forward, not skyward. Towards, not at. Besides, not against. Rise, raise, resound. Remnants reform again. Pliant, not angular. I can't change the loss we carry. I can't change the legacy of our children that live forever in footnotes and poetry. Today, we pull the strings out of the fabric of reality and sew our neighbors' clothes. We reimagine. We imagine a place full of the possibility our siblings and children walk the same side of the bridge as us. A place where there are arguments at the dinner table and not silence scrolling through your camera roll. A place where your arms can reach me. A beautifully gridded city is a typifying boneyard whose blueprint was whipped into the skin on our backs. Our city, one of autonomy, was woven into our braids. We become the counter-gravitational force to the downward pull of white supremacy. This is the ceremony of awareness. Rise, raise, resound.